Welcome to part 2 of the X-Files review and retrospective. Today we're going to be looking at the DVDs that have been released. They began in 2000 when they started releasing these, and it was the whole series that were coming out. Now, these are still available today. They've re-released them a few times over the years, but nothing's changed really. Began with obviously Series 1 back in 2000. They released this one. These ones, originally they came out, they were a bit thicker. They've kind of re-released them and thinned the box set down quite a bit, but the artwork is still pretty much the same. These were limited edition in a sense. They kind of use that word. I don't know exactly how limited. I don't know how many they made, but they were numbered basically. So you'd have the number of the box set at the bottom. They were quite good. They were quite good for extras as well. The extra features that you got. The box set opened up. So there's a lot of artwork in these, and it opened up quite excessively actually. There's a number of discs. The whole thing kind of opened like this. So kind of went on for quite a way. In fact, it opens even more. These are probably going to end up spilling out at some point. But that's everything that you got anyway. This was just one season, so that was 24 episodes worth of that. The extras that you got with these were quite good. You'd have like making of things, deleted scenes. I don't think there was many deleted scenes in season 1, but it did improve as it went along. But like I say, the extras were very generous with the extras on these. I could show you the artwork of each and every one inside and out, but it'd be a bit of a pain. I've got quite a lot of stuff on it. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so I apologise if my voice is a bit funny, but I've got a box of tissues on standby anyway, so I'll try not to let that get in the way. You can never be too careful in case you have like an emergency. Series 2. This box set came out, I think later, I think it was 2001. The artwork, again, very similar to season 1, fairly standard. You got more deleted scenes with this. I believe at this point you could actually have it so that the deleted scenes could be incorporated into the episode as you're watching it, or you could just watch the deleted scenes on their own. There's plenty of making of documentaries, that kind of thing, and interviews. Series 3, there was a 7-disc set, and this had all the episodes from that season there. Again, the extras, they're all the same. There isn't really much. I don't even really know why I'm itemising all these, to be honest, because they're all fairly standard, so I'm going to just blitz through them all so you can see. Again, they're all individually numbered down the side. Season 4, nothing much to say about each one. Like I say, the extras are all pretty much similar. I do like the sort of holographic artwork on these as well. It's quite nice. I don't know if that's the same for the re-releases of these. Like I said, the re-releases were about half as, a lot thinner on the side. Series 6, this was, Series 5, between Series 5 and 6 actually, you had the first film, which I have over here. This was the X-Files movie. It came out in 1998.
It has mutated.
Into what?
The extras on the first film, it's called Fight the Future. The extras aren't brilliant. There's a making of, and you've got a trailer, and that's pretty much it. There is an audio commentary as well. But it's a good film, I liked it. I went to see it twice at the cinema. I was that into the X-Files at the time. I do also have this on tape as well, since I kept the tapes of the other TV series. You can see the artwork is very similar to the DVD. You got some like making of stuff on there on the tape, but it doesn't compare to the DVD really. But that was a film that bridged the gap between Series 5 and 6. That's why I've mentioned it. From Series 6 onwards, because they made the film, they moved the production to I think it was in LA, so it was pretty much Hollywood, whereas the other ones were filmed pretty much in Canada. So Hollywood kind of got their grasp on the series after that, and it kind of got a bit silly. Particularly in Series 7, the number of silly comedy episodes they had in this season kind of went maybe a bit too far. It's probably my least favourite series is Series 7. After that, Mulder left the series. Again, I'm going to assume you've seen the show anyway. and he was replaced by Robert Patrick. I might say Patrick Stewart then. That'd be interesting. He was replaced by Robert Patrick, who was in Terminator 2. He was the bad guy in that, you might remember. And he was Agent Doggett, so it was Doggett and Scully that were the new main characters in this. And a lot of people stopped watching it after that because it didn't have Mulder in, but I think it really picked up from this point. There's a kind of a quality to the series that had been lacking in some time. But again, the extras, all very similar, leading us up to the end of the series. That was Series 9. The last few things I'm going to show you in this part of the series are the spin-off TV shows that came out. There was a TV series which started around about the same time as Series 4 of The X-Files, and it was called Millennium. It was written and created by Chris Carter, who created The X-Files.
FBI profiler Frank Black.
He severed her head.
Has a terrifying gift.
You can't stop it.
He can see into the mind
What killed this man was anything but natural.
of serial killers. From the creator of The X-Files
Tell me how you know.
I see what the killer sees.
comes one of the most chillingly twisted series ever on television.
It's my gift. It's my curse.
A
Millennium.
lot of it was similar. The same guy that did the score to the series, Mark Snow, did the score to Millennium, so it had a very similar feel to it. And it wasn't apparent straight away whether it was set in the same universe as The X-Files or whether it was just similar, but it did later on. They did do crossovers, so this series, Millennium, is part of The X-Files continuity. There were 3 series. It ran from 1996 to 1999, which is ironic because it's called Millennium, so you would think it would have gone through the year 2000, 2001, which is when the Millennium was. Like I said, it ran for 3 series. It was fairly standard. Each series had about 20, 21, 22, 23 episodes in each one. Series 2 was my favourite. It was premise of the show, just in case you haven't seen it. It was about serial killers, but it had a paranormal angle to it as well. So it was fairly dark and a bit grim, especially for a TV show back in the day. But it was very good, and the main guy in it, Lance Henriksen, the actor Lance Henriksen, you might recognise, he's been in loads of stuff. He played an ex-FBI guy called Frank Black, and he went down kind of going after serial killers and that kind of thing. It was a bit grim, but it was very good. In some ways, I think it was better than The X-Files, but I'm more fond of The X-Files, so, but it was very good. There was another TV series done by Chris Carter. It was a bit like The Matrix. It only ran for about 9 episodes, I think. It's called Harsh Realm. It came out just before The Matrix, so it wasn't a cash-in. It kind of ended abruptly as well. It didn't get a full series going, which is a bit unfortunate because it was actually quite good. It wasn't set in the same universe as The X-Files as far as I'm concerned anyway, but it's worth a watch anyway. So if you want to, if you want to go through everything that Chris Carter's done, that's part of it. The only other spin-off series that he did was this. Sorry, tissues are in the way again. Sorry, I've got a cold. What can I say? The only other TV series Chris Carter did was this Lone Gunman, which was a spin-off of The X-Files. These 3 characters were in the X-Files TV series, and it ran for 1 series. I can't remember how. It was 13 episodes. Yeah, 13 episodes in total. It was very. I liked it. It was very good. It was more comedic than the X-Files was. It was a lot more light-hearted. Pilot episode, kind of weird bit of trivia for you, but the pilot episode aired in March 2001, and the plot of the episode was the government plans to fly a plane into the World Trade Center by hijacking it by remote control flying into the World Trade Center and blaming it on terrorists as an excuse for to up the arms industry and go to war, basically, for their own agenda. So, and this came out 6 months before 9/11 happened as well, so fairly interesting there. Something definitely to look into anyway, if you're into that kind of thing.
Dean, what do you think really happened on 9/11?
I think it was staged, and I think it was, according to Jordan Maxwell, it's America's Reichstag, and it seems all the evidence is pointing there.
Yeah, very good series. Anyway, you can get all these. You can order them off Amazon or whatever. Box of tissues there. So the series was pretty much dead after 2002. There was nothing else that came after that. Series 9 ended it. The Lone Gunman came to an end. They killed the characters off, so there's definitely going to be no continuity of that. Millennium was rounded up. Everything was finished off, so there's nothing for quite a few years. But there's quite a bit of a fan thing, demand for more. So in 2008, we did get another X-Files movie. So 6 years after the TV series ended, we got fairly average film, to be honest. It was just called The X-Files, I Want to Believe. It was a film that came out at the cinema, like the first one had done 10 years before. But like I said, it came out in 2008. There was another DVD that was released just called The X-Files Essentials, and it had a load of chosen episodes. They're all episodes you get in the box sets anyway, but there's a load of other stuff as well. There's like a WonderCon talent panel featuring some of the actors on there. So it's quite interesting. I got it for like a few quid off Amazon. It just makes a nice little addition to the collection. And that again came out in 2008 with the X-Files movie when that came out. The DVDs of the DVD X-Files movie, there's a 2-disc version, which is this one. Comes in this sleeve, and you get some sort of behind-the-scenes stuff. Nothing majorly spectacular. So, in the next video anyway, I'm going to be looking at the merchandise and some of the things, and we're also going to be looking at the other, the crazes of the time. You may remember Agent Scully. She was pretty fit, to be honest, as well, as you can see from the cover of FHM magazine, but we're going to be looking at all this kind of stuff in the next review. I'll just move this front. Oh, bollocks. I've just dropped my tissues and the magazine. I'm going to have to go pick them up. What the hell? Bloody hell.
Joe, can I just ask... Oh, you sick bastard!
It's not what you think. Oh, for God's sake. I was just doing a review, alright. And he's gone now and he thinks I was doing something else that I wasn't. I've got a cold, you saw for yourself, that's why I've got the tissues out. I'm just doing a review, that's why I've got that. It's not what you think. Anyway. Yeah.
Actually, if you're done, can I just borrow that?
No, get out.
Damn it!
Right, okay. That's the end of the review anyway. There's going to be another part to this anyway, like I say, with collectible stuff, so check it out. Thanks, bye.
Unmarked helicopters hovering. They said it was